The Sephora sale is definitely approaching, and you already know it's going to be on April 10th. I have a few recommendations for you so that maybe you guys can definitely add it to your cart. When it comes to skincare, you definitely need yourself some type of sunscreen, especially if you have hyperpigmentation. First up, we have the Tower 28 SPF 30, and this caused a lot of controversy. Does it have a white cast? Yes, but if it's good for those with sensitive skin and dry skin because of the texture is really good, I would definitely use this, but underneath makeup, not by itself. If you actually want a sunscreen that does not have a white cast, it is amazing by itself and underneath foundation as well. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. When it comes to a primer, Danessa Myricks always has it in the bag, and this is the Universal Radiant. I don't necessarily care whether I want the Radiant or just the one without the radiance in it. They both do a good job with managing your oils, especially if you're combination skin. Skin tints have definitely been super popular, and this one from LYS is to die for. This is the stick version of a skin tint. This is my favorite skin tint. I know you've probably seen me all over Instagram or TikTok. This is by far my favorite skin tint. It gives you amazing coverage. It acts as if it's like a full coverage foundation, but you can add on as much as you want. You can add as little as you want, and you still get that same beautiful effect on the skin. If you're interested in something a little bit less coverage, definitely look into the Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm in the shade 8.5 if you're somewhere around my skin complexion. Especially mix this with the Tinted Blur Balm by Laura Mercier in the shade number 5. These two work really well together. It's like really like no makeup looks if you're definitely interested in this. Now let's talk about foundation. When it came to this YSL foundation, this one also has SPF in it, and I honestly did not know it actually had SPF. The shades for neutral undertones, it literally seems as though it was my skin. This is full coverage to the max. I thought Armani was good. YSL is even better, honey, and it lasts longer, and your oils doesn't seep through, especially if you're combination skin. This is the best foundation. I think this is definitely up there along with NARS Soft Matte Foundation for me. Next up, if you like something a little bit more dewy, definitely get your hands on the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. I have this in 2 different shades by accident, but mind you, I am a neutral shade, so I'm no longer Marquise anymore. I'm not warm, but I love this foundation. If you like yourself a full coverage dewy foundation that has a nice glow, even when your oils do come through, I think you'll definitely like this one. It's expensive, but it's definitely worth it. LYS has it in the bag. These are the brand new concealers that they came up with, and I got myself a couple of shades, and I just got myself a new one in the shade TN6, and I really wanted to brighten up my under eye, and I think these are amazing. They're very thin, straight to the point. It has a fluffy part and also detachable as well if you don't like using the sponge. My favorite dewy hydrating concealer would be this Refi concealer. Honestly, Refi has a lot of things that are just that good, and this one itself, it's so thin and skin-like, just like their skin tint. I can see why it's definitely slept on, but I think you'll be really good with some of the staples that they have going on. And the way that it goes on is so smooth and very cohesive in how it applies on the skin. When it comes to contour slash bronzer, I love the Haus Labs contour, and I got the shade Curve. It's just so beautiful. The way that it applies, honestly, I think I just like stick form of bronzers and or contours, and this works really well for dark skin tones. And look how it just easily applies on the skin, super easy. And the way that it blends too, whoa, like look how it just blends, and it's not so dark and harsh, and it just blends into the foundation that you have already applied, creating a slight shadow. One thing about me, I love blushes, and these blushes especially, as well as Glossier, has definitely caught me in the chokehold. I have been obsessed with these blushes, one from Rare Beauty, LYS, Glossier, as well as Danessa Myricks. And all of these type of blushes are very much long lasting on the skin, and it looks so beautiful on dark skin tones, especially these vibrant colors. When it comes to setting the face, make sure you get the Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm Spray. It's just like the blurring balm itself, but in a powder form, and I promise you, if you put this on top of the foundation that you applied on your skin and add powder on top, I promise you, your foundation will last all day long. Don't forget about adding a little bit of powder onto your foundation. As clearly as you can see, I definitely hit pan, and this is in the shade Peach by Fenty Beauty. This is my favorite under eye powder. Honestly, just look how it just blurs and slightly brightens underneath my eye without being too harsh and yellow. When I realized we can use peach as a dark skin girl, this has definitely been changing the game for me. My foundation does look more and more natural. If you want something even more brightening, definitely try this Pat McGrath in the shade Yellow. I definitely came to realize when it comes to under eye powder, definitely try something more close to your skin tone first and then add a brightening shade. And it's so fine and delicate underneath your eye. It definitely gives you that brightening look without looking so ashy. And the last thing I do to set my face is definitely use this MAC Studio Fix foundation in the shade C55. MAC has been running the game when it comes to foundation and pressed powders, and even though I know the new one does not have talc in it, it definitely still gives you that natural and high pigmentation that you're definitely looking for in a powder foundation. I always use this to set my liquid foundation underneath, and little definitely goes a long way. Definitely add this to your cart. I would actually say those are all the stuff I would actually recommend for the Sephora sale, but if there's some other things that you're interested in, let me know down below what you're gonna get so I can see too. Maybe I might be inspired.